Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. Today I have really beautiful my drawings of channel messages here. We're gonna see, I don't know what I tried to draw here was actually starting as a horse turned into a bird with like a wings here with it, which is a Pegasus. I feel like here there's a forward momentum on the back of the Pegasus, or maybe a plane right there coming forward. There's a forward momentum happening for some of you, which is maybe, I feel like maybe for all of you that you don't consider it as a forward momentum because it is showing up like this creature here, kind of like a bird and a horse and a Pegasus and the, what is that, pointy ear? I have no idea. But the thing is, because it's not familiar to what you see as a momentum, maybe you don't consider it as a progress. Okay, so I feel like you need to be a little bit more open to what's coming, which Sagittarius, you are usually open to the new exciting things. Let's see what we have here. Storm fields. Maybe that's why you need a creature to fly out of this storm fields. We even have two birds flying away. Kind of looks like planes as well. And maybe it's not the time to fight with the storm. Just go around it. Or another thing here, I think the buffaloes actually run towards the storm to tornado so they can pass under it. Okay, this can be that kind of a situation for you here, that you run towards the storm instead of running away from it, which will get you to the to the place that you want to end up with, safe and sound. Another thing I see here, this is something I draw, but I had a labyrinth in mind as a vision that you're waiting at the entrance of it. But then it kind of like, I'm like, is this a cake or a labyrinth? What's happening here? I like what I draw doesn't really look like that. And then it just remind me of like a cinnamon roll. And then cinnamon, I don't know if you ever use it. It is used for like a spell for money because it's sweet, and like if you're lighting up a candle, they say sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon around it, and it can be also protection. I wrote down here's the protection coming forward, and something sweet, maybe a sweet treat. You don't have to put the meaning of like being something so mystical. It can be something sweet coming into your life, protecting a treasure here. So the storm is coming. We had 9 and 39. There is a treasure you already have. It's time to protect it. And also like start planning for something new as well. You might find yourself inside of this labyrinth or a complicated situation, but it seems like that the message is there to continue down this path. You're not lost. You are finding a new way. And this is my amazing drawing of like a bunny jumping out of the hat. Let the bunnies jump out of the hat because you have so many. Let them bring fun, party, and solutions to your equations. And these are math equations. I don't know if you know about them. I learned them when I was growing up. I don't really know the practical use of them. I'm going to show them right away. So, by the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you go on to enjoy this message, like, share it with the loved ones. I truly appreciate that. Balancing act with the ship is going towards a new place here. So this is basically suggesting, I feel like whatever it is that you're stepping in, like this ship, the plane, wherever that you're going, moderation is the key. Which moderation is, you know what moderation is? That's the temperance energy, which is Sagittarius. Means that like you have the fire, you're exciting, you love adventure, freedom, but also you can do it with very balanced way. You don't have to always just be over the top, or seek for maybe only like material stuff here. There's also spiritual growth happening. What else we have? Bone collector. You're the third sign getting this. This is about ancestral stuff. This is about all the messages coming to you. And this is basically telling you, start listening to the messages coming forward. This picture, we have the bunny here again. She has a formula, she has a pentacle that surrounding her. I feel like this can be an ancestral protection for sure, but because this is number one for some of you, I feel like this is actually a new beginning of some sort. What else do we have about this one? You are whole and have everything you need within you. So if you're thinking there's a solution required, which I don't think, Sagittarius, as you are truly confident, you believe in the ability, the Sagittarius that I know, which I have it on my chart as well. In that area, I'm really strong. Like, I cannot really deny that. So in this case, I feel like here, there's something you desire and this is coming to you. Act as if you have what you need and you'll find you have it after all, which is in your nature as well. So you can pull it really close and faster to you. We have the triangle here. This is the Holy Trinity. It can be the formula to something. The triangle can be about, like, this is an instrument also. And it says angles, formulas, math is important. Do the math. Okay, that's the message. We have here 2x plus a equals b. This is not a formula. This is like a structure, I know, but this is a formula. A squared minus b squared equals a plus b, parenthesis. This is actually, we have a multiplication in between these two, if you don't know the formula, and a minus b. You only first do the inside of the parentheses, and then you put these together. You multiply those afterwards. Okay, that's how the math works there. I don't know if it means anything to you. Please do comment down below, because while I'm writing this down, it didn't really click for me, okay? Because I know this means something for some of you. Let's dive into your coffee cup now. What do we have in here? It's super clear, guys, okay? Tears of joy, some good news right away coming forward. The pathway is opening, and I see here a gecko, not the gecko, the one that actually changes the colors. Chameleon, actually holding on to this like a vine here, you can see. It seems like here you're exploring something for sure outside your comfort zone, but that will require you to start changing colors. You cannot do the same things and expect different results here. Okay. Another thing here, it's about fitting in the environment. This doesn't mean today when I woke up in the morning and during my meditation, what's moral, what's ethical? Moral is not exactly science, but what's ethical is universal. What's right is universal, okay? Right to live is universal. Respect the right to live is universal. The protection of the body is, these things are universal. And these are ethical rules to protect one another, be respectful to their space and physical space, especially the opinions, etc. These are universal things. This doesn't mean that when you go outside of your comfort zone, you need to go outside of those as well. This doesn't mean that, because what's moral, what's ethical is universal. And you can, when you follow those rules, even if you do something that you don't usually do, you get to where you want to go. Okay. When you're honest, when you are honest with a person that you're working with, or if you're doing business, or if you're teaching something, being honest is the key, and respect is the key. And after that, getting outside of your comfort zone can be traveling somewhere different that you're not used to, doing something that maybe learning a new trade that you don't usually do. Okay, those are the things that I'm talking about, getting outside of your comfort zone, which is also opening new pathways for you. I see here, there's an exclamation mark, which has a ribbon inside of it. Some of you might be receiving a gift. Exclamation mark can tell that maybe you should be careful about what you're receiving as well. But, or maybe you should just open your eyes and see there is something really like ringing the bells, trying to get your attention, okay? Another thing I see there, phone lines forming, and we have like a water creature. Kind of looks like, I forgot the name of it. There's this creature, they say it's like totally against the nature, the rules of the nature. It has a long beak. It is a mammal, but it actually makes eggs. I forgot what is that called as well. However, it's like, I forgot the name of it, but it is like, it looks like a duck, but it's not a duck, but it can go under the water, etc. So I feel like this is like this is the thing that I'm talking about. It is a part of nature. It is against the rules, but it is a part of the nature and it exists there. Okay, the natural rules though, not the ethical rules. Okay, it's not really breaking any law here. That's why I don't know why I keep talking that, because you have the balancing act here, which she reminds me of the Themis, the justice, the god of justice here. So I feel like some things like are actually, the justice is going to be on your side. Okay, if you stay on its side as well, the karma is going to really play out beautifully for you. But this, like I said, just doing something different doesn't mean that this is actually going to have a negative effect, okay? I see here, or making something negative, there are two people kissing, and I feel like this is not a kiss of love. This is a kiss of tying a deal together, because I see two masculine figures here. And you might be making a deal with someone, which maybe merging two families together, two businesses together, or maybe this is a partner that you're inviting in that is going to, you have a tree of life behind you and they have a dragon. Maybe it's like you have something solid and structured, but it needs excitement and maybe even advertisement, whatever this is. You're bringing these two energies together. I see here the half moon, full moon, and crescent moon. During the times of moon phases, be careful, okay? Before, maybe you're making the deal before the full moon, and then the crescent moon shows up after the full moon. Crescent moon can be governmental access, help, approval, and the full moon is actually releasing something. So this deal can be also about releasing something, or maybe releasing yourself off of a debt or a lifelong commitment that you don't want anymore, and then you're signing something new with the crescent moon right here. Okay, let's dive into your soul star now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. There's a snake rising right away. The snake can indicate health, by the way. Health, healing. We see, like when we look at the DNA strand, staff of Hermes, which has it, two snakes wrapping each other. That's why, and you're here, your hands are up right there. You're surrendering. You're looking at the snake. So there is maybe a moment of upgrade happening, which is not really coming forward in a way that you are expecting or you're used to. But during this upgrade, you're surrendering. Raising your hands up is like, I'm surrendering to it. It is coming from a direction that I don't expect. I don't interpret snake as someone negative, because the symbols carry the meanings that we put on them. I use the snake as healing, and like, you know, there's a symbol that the snake eats its own tail. We don't really see this one here, but it means that there's a cycle ending. Another thing here is the snake is calm and it's watching you. So something maybe you don't feel like you have power over might be even waiting for your order to take action here, okay? Another thing I see, there's a person standing. They're stuck in the mud. They're outside their comfort zone. Someone might actually ask for help. Your desire is coming. It has some time, but it is coming, but it has some time here. And it has like a process maybe needs to be, something needs to be done. And this person coming for help, but they're stuck in the mud. And you're drawing a wall. Oh, wow. We have even a Capricorn right here. You can see the goat. The goat can be someone actually that you surrendered to. Now it just makes a different sense here. And you're carrying a book bag, and the snake is basically your tool, your, I want to say Pokemon. I don't know if you guys know that. These are like small creatures. They have a cartoon animation. Anyways, it's a powerful creature that is supporting you while you're surrendering to the goat. Goat can be also someone with like a lot of, greed. They want something so bad. Maybe you're acting like you're surrendering, but you also have a backup plan. I felt that vibe here. And the person here stuck, maybe when you don't give surrender to this person literally, like just doing it for the time being, when you get yourself out of there, they're going to get stuck in the mud. Okay. That's why maybe the bullies are bullying. So If that's the case, it's time to just, it is good to give it a time so they can really take care of themselves during that timeline. Let's see what tarot has to say. Are we going to see any bliss here for Sagittarius? What happens? We have here Queen of Swords, intelligent, truthful, and reasonable. This is basically telling me that you're going to act with logic in this situation. You're going to do what's right. There's no emotional connection that you're going to form here, or you're not going to get, even though you need to surrender to something for the time being, for a temporary period. You're going to do it in a very logical way. You see, when you do that, your mind is clear. There's no clouds up here, and you have a bird bringing good news when you do that, okay? Another thing with the Queen of Swords, I love that she's wearing here prayer beads. I don't know if you have that kind of like a practice. I do. I use prayer beads all the time while repeating my mantras and such. So this connects her to the spiritual realm as well. It's not like straight up logic guides you here. You also have a connection to the divine, okay? We have 8 of Swords. I want to see why behind the Justice. I talked about Justice, the lady, and she showed up. I told you that something might be, justice might be coming, but not in a way that you see it's a justice for you, okay? So maybe you're feeling trapped in a situation. When you explore what's behind it, maybe something is trapping you, or you're feeling like you don't have any option in the situation. That's how the justice will be served, okay? This can be, let me give you an example. Maybe somebody is bothering you and you're doing everything in your power, and it's keeping you in a certain place, but it seems like here that certain place there is maybe something that you need to learn. There's something that is meant for you, maybe money, maybe a career opportunity. When you stay in that space, you're going to be able to actually benefit from the justice coming, okay? If you run away, if you leave it behind, if you untrap yourself immediately, you might not really see the justice right away. So even if you feel stuck, another thing with the 8 of Swords, she's not stuck. Okay? These are holding her down loosely. Maybe she was a little girl, she was tied really tightly, but now she's grown up and they cannot hold her back anymore. Okay? This is maybe like an illusion that you're having, uncertain, powerless feeling, but it's an illusion of entrapment. Actually, the justice is right here. Truth, balance is right here. The karmic, maybe even resolutions. We have here Page of Wands. This is you. When the justice is served, you're free to go. You are going to have adventure. This is you really maybe stepping into some new thing that will be exciting for you. And it seems like here you might even get a partner, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We have it here too. Or it can be you receiving really fast news quickly, and your determination can also, Knight of Swords can symbolize determination. When you step into the adventure, what you find there is going to be really exciting, that you're going to be determined to stay in that space, okay? Let's see what else do we have here. This Queen of Swords, is this you? Do we get wand? Wow, okay. The logical decision that you're making here is bringing into your life long-term stability, guys. Okay? And 8 of Swords comes with 9 of Cups. Exactly how I felt in the cup as well. That what you think about as entrapment is actually your wish fulfillment. You're going to end up that being your desire. You're going to realize maybe this can be even like a situation that has been like lingering in your life for so long. And this, through that, you might get something really satisfying at the end of the day, okay? What do I have here? 8 of Cups fell on the floor, but it didn't want to be sitting on the table here. 8 of Cups also symbolizes maybe detach emotionally from this feeling of being trapped, okay? That's very important to see the benefits of the situation. Let's get the Page of Wands. We have the Hierophant. So you're not really blindly walking into a new adventure. There's an authority behind it. It can be a spiritual calling as well, because the Hierophant is a spiritual authority at the end of the day. And what can happen, he has 2 keys. So it's not really you're going on an adventure that you're going to sleep in the forest with a sleeping bag. It's not that. You might be going on a vacation with maybe a good hotel that you're going to enjoy it too. Okay. The thing about Hierophant is he can also represent like government and authority, whoever is the authority that you accept as an authority or a legal authority. It seems like here it can be even for some of you, because I studied in the past and I got like help from institutions while I travel for conferences and stuff. While I was getting my master's, this can even be something like that for some of you. Maybe you want to go on a new adventure, you want to get an extra study, but you need a scholarship, you need a grant, you need for your research. Seems like here, this is the authority might be there supporting you with this adventure. You might not really have full experience of what you're going to do, but you're ready to go there, okay? So trust that this is actually going to work out. And that's why I feel like now Knight of Swords makes sense, that this is your determination. Even if there is like obstacles on the way, you're not going to back down. And from the page to the king, there's an upgrade coming. So you might be even figuring things out really fast, real quickly in the area that you're exploring, which will really help you sit on the throne really quickly, like become an authority at what you do. Okay. Let's get to your oracles here. I love these guys. I'm going to use them for the next set of readings as well. And I also got the tarot for these today. So catch up your reading. I'm going to start posting mid-monthly, rest of the April readings. The thing is, yeah, I always post something. I put a poll on my community page. So what kind of readings you guys want? Go ahead and vote that poll. Also, maybe comment down below if you have like a specific desire of a certain type of reading. Introspection is important. The weasel and the pine. Introspection is actually reconsidering. We have 9 here, number 9 of cups. This can be about before you step into this new thing. Choosing your call to a time of solitude, isolation allows for contemplation, which can lead to self-knowledge, because it seems like with the 10 of Pentacles, there's a community existing here for you, that you might become a part of a community, which will require you to be responsible from these people, or not really have time for yourself. Before you step into that time, maybe it's time to just choose some hermit moments, okay? Help yourself with some lone time. Spider and passion flower, creative ingenuity. So yes, the confidence, it comes with the confidence here. Trust that what is creative idea coming to you, because sometimes the creative idea comes in and because of the environment and too much criticism, we do not think it is a creative idea. We don't even consider it as creative at all whatsoever. But everything comes to you as an inspiration is a creative power, guys, okay? Even if like a little scribble, these the cinnamon roll that I put up here, this bird like Pegasus, like a horse, is also a creative output, okay? It doesn't always have to be aesthetically pleasing. Like look at Pollock. I don't know if you know about his paintings, and but they are in MoMA right now. I think they're in MoMA display. I remember seeing one in there. But the truth is, so we have confidence that your creative output and ingenuity is really something worth to be exploring, okay? Be confident about that. What else we have here? Stagnation, the lizard and the pitcher plant. I mentioned one of my readings, this plant. I think you feed this plant and they make it look like so terrifying in like the cartoons and stuff. But when you look at it, it's like it closes so slowly. It's like the laziest plant ever. And you put like a little bit of bug in there. And so not everything seems as scary as it is. So if you're stagnant, if you're procrastinating something because you're thinking, oh, it's going to take forever, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time. This is basically telling you this is like a mental stagnation you have. It's not as big as you think it is. You may be feeling stuck, frozen in place, or without an escape. Reflect on the lizard's ability to shed and regrow its tail. There may be things in your life you can leave behind, making way for new growth, okay? What else do we have here? I have one more card for you. Let's see what that has to say. I love these new ones. Let's see. These ones have affirmations, which I love those as well. Good luck spell, guys. I commune with the spirits of the land, inviting their wisdom and guardianship to my favor, to favor my journey with good fortune and luck. Spirit of the land that I mentioned in another video as well. Wherever you are right now, it is calling you. Okay, whatever the spirit's there. Okay, if you are in, I keep thinking about Scotland. I don't know why. I never been there, but it keeps coming to me. Maybe there's something. Maybe you're living there. It's related to something there. Maybe you're in Australia. There's something related to the soil there. Okay, it's calling your name. It doesn't matter where you're from. We're all from the planet Earth, and we're made from the same Earth material. That's why wherever you are, use this spell with their actually way of this kind of prosperity, good luck stuff. And this also has here bay leaf, one small green candle, one orange, held horizontally, fresh coffee grounds, sprinkled cardamom, cinnamon, allspice, and star anise. And what else we have here? Write on the bay leaf, good luck comes to me. Feel free also to write your full name if you desire and the date. Tightly wrap the bay leaf around the candle. Place the candle in the center of the orange half so the orange becomes the candle holder. Sprinkle the coffee, cardamom, cinnamon, and allspice onto the orange. Place the star anise on top of the mixture. Light the candle and let it and your bay leaf safely burn down, keeping your focus and intent on the good luck as it burns. If you cannot really come up with any of those good luck spells in the field, in the area that you are, you can use this one, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.